This is the glove box out of my 73 Datsun 240Z, and you can see it's not in great shape. It's old, it's brittle, it's coming apart. So I'm going to try and make one. I've got some material that's very similar to this stuff here that I got at the craft store. This is actually for a picture framing, a backboard that they use behind the prints. But it's about the same thickness, so I think it will work. First thing I got to do though is take out all the staples that are holding this one together, because I want to flatten this out and use it as a pattern. Okay, it's coming apart. I think I'm going to see if I can maybe number these so that when I start putting it back together, I can get all the pieces in the right place. Okay, this comes right here, so I'll just put a little X right there, a little X right there. And I guess I ought to mark this piece here too. I've got everything laid out more or less in the position that it's supposed to go, I believe. All of this is supposed to be one piece. You can see it's all torn loose at each joint. But then this folds up, and then we've got a piece that goes right here, and this will fold into it and wrap around there. So what I'm going to do now is transfer all these pieces to this sheet and cut them out. Now this thing was kind of a booger to get out of there because there's not much clearance behind it. So what I think I'm going to do is shorten the depth of it by about 1 inch. So this section here is going to be about 1 inch shorter, and this section here about 1 inch shorter also. This section here actually, this little piece goes right there, and so it's actually supposed to come all the way out here with a couple cutouts in it. I looked online and found some a used one. I don't know if that's going to show up real great, but you can see this area here, how these cutouts are. That's actually this area across here. That's the top of the box. So now I will cut these pieces out, start folding all the little flaps on the edges, and see if I can put it together. No doubt I'll have to be doing a little trimming and fudging here and there. Here's the pieces I just cut out, got them in position. I didn't realize, but the back side of this board is gray. So this one piece that I used the same one over here to make a pattern has to get flipped upside down. After I marked this one piece, I went and bent it because I wanted to make sure it was going to bend okay without, you know, coming apart too much, and it seemed to do pretty good. I think if I can get the whole box put together, then maybe I can take some tape and kind of reinforce the outer corners and what have you. But this seemed to bend up okay, so now I'll go ahead and mark the rest of them, and then I'll show you how I bent this. I just did it on my sheet metal brake. Okay, and I already goofed up. Remember I told you I was going to make this 1 inch shorter? Well, when I laid this other piece on here, I didn't accommodate for that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here and put a fold right there, and then a staple, or you know, attach this piece to this piece, which will be all right. And because these side pieces are going to go in kind of like this, they need to be, and I cut 1 inch off of this here and off of this piece here, coming up this way. These side pieces that attach between the two, they got to get trimmed about 1 inch also. And I may end up having to trim the ends of these off a little bit too. Like I said, there's going to be a little bit of cutting and trimming and fudging as this thing goes along. The way I'm going to try and staple these together, I've got 3 layers of cardboard here. So I think I can just position them where I want them and staple into the cardboard, and then pull it off of the cardboard and fold the tabs over. We'll see how that works. All right, looking good. Before I go any farther, though, I've got holes to punch here, 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 and 2 on each side. So before I get this flap down here in place, I think I should go ahead and do that. There's the glove box. What I think I'm going to do now, though, in order to strengthen it just a little bit is wrap some tape around all these corners, these joints, and that'll just give it a little bit more reinforcement in the corners. Okay, I've got some of this stuff here. It looks like duct tape, but it's actually a vinyl electrical tape. And it's real strong. If I can get it peeled off here. It's got a pretty sticky adhesive backing to it. I'm going to take my heat gun and heat it up real good, and that'll hopefully make that adhesive stick a little better. Okay, that makes it look a little more finished off inside there. And here it is, all installed. Looks pretty good. Not perfect, but it'll certainly do the job.